What's going on, people? Welcome back. Another Sunday, another Game of Thrones episode, House of the Dragon to be precise. Episode 3 is here today. I was worried there for a little bit when the episode didn't want to show up. I thought because of the holiday this week, I thought there wasn't going to be an episode drop, but the episode is here and Rachel is here and she's already smiling and you know, hoping that Aemon shows up this episode naked again.
I'll be quiet.
Right? So we're gonna jump into this episode because this seemed like the longest episode so far of the series. Let's strap in, get down to business. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment. Let's jump into the reaction and I will see you guys right after for the review.
Put the boundary stones back.
We didn't move them.
How did they move themselves then? Just rolled their way over so bracken cows can fill their bellies on blackwood grass?
The Assize at River.
Fuck the Assize. And fuck you.
Well, you're rude.
You too.
It's Brackenland.
Word on you too,
What
man.
did you say?
Right there.
Your false queen Rhaenyra is a kinslayer.
Well, damn.
Your uncle declared for Aegon. Well then, let me tell you, Aegon Targaryen is no true king. Just as you are no true knight. You're both craven. God!
He's trying to pick a fight now.
Like, why are you so aggressive, my guy? This is not the battlegrounds.
Because he's a bee.
You wouldn't dare.
What if he actually dared? Damn. Well,
What?
I guess the
Is
war.
that guy?
Yes.
Or the bully?
That's the guy.
Oh my gosh.
So the war has begun, I guess. That's crazy.
He is the basest of villains. He sullies the grave of his brother.
I cannot fault him for keeping his oath.
I really don't know why he's... Well, I know why he's getting all up in arms, but at the same time, it's like, what are you gonna do with your little self?
Otto Hightower would never have allowed this. Hotter blood has prevailed, I think. The young men have taken the bit in their teeth they wish to punish, to avenge. Soon they will not even remember what it was that began the war in the first place.
It is easy enough. They usurped my throne.
That is one answer. Or was it when the child was beheaded?
That's tough.
Took Aemon's eye.
You know, it's like, when did it actually begin? You know what I mean?
Where none of it will matter.
Yeah.
When the desire to kill and burn takes hold and reason is forgotten. There may be another way.
Okay.
Alicent Hightower.
When last we met, Alicent said I would make a fine queen. You've seen what has happened since then.
She came to me in the hours after your Lord Father's death. She knows war is coming, and that it'll be savage beyond all compare.
This is a scene that we just
There
watched
is
just
no
now.
war so hateful to the gods as a war between kin, and no war so bloody as a war between dragons. I do not believe she wants it.
She sent a raven. I do not care to read her message.
I knew it, man. That's what I was saying. That's what we was just looking for when we were just discussing this just now. I was like, I remember that she sent out some message, but it seemed like Rhaenyra never read it.
Bloodshed.
She permitted it.
So you blaming
You
Alicent.
permitted the murder of a little boy in his bed.
She didn't permit that though, so I'm not gonna put that on her.
Alicent is in King's Landing. Her son sits my throne. There is nothing more to be said.
So she's not even gonna try to reach out for peace. I can't believe that Cole became the hand of the king. That's crazy.
Forgive my lateness.
Important business, no doubt.
You've appointed new knights to the Kingsguard, your grace.
To replace those we lost.
The last one needlessly, some might say. Sir Aric was awarded the great duty of ending Rhaenyra's challenge. He failed to discharge it.
Failed because the scheme was rash.
Perhaps, your grace, but we cannot all hide in our castles waiting for war to come to us.
As now, it already has. House Bracken took it upon themselves to attack the Blackwoods, who declared for the Pretender.
Stop smiling.
Samuel Blackwood himself is slain.
First blood in our neck.
Both sides took heavy losses, Your Grace. I'm not entirely certain we can declare this a victory.
The Blackwoods and the Brackens have feuded for centuries. This is nothing more than an excuse for them to indulge their ancient grudge. It's no true war.
Call it what you will. I call it war, and so will Dragonstone. The question is, what are we going to do about it?
Sir Hand?
We send a raven to Lord Tully. These houses are his vassals, are they not? He must control them.
Lord Grover Tully is a flaccid old fool. Lord Uncle Ormond marches from Oldtown at the head of a great host, Your Grace. And your brother Darren's dragon nears fighting age. Call on them to suppress the Riverlands.
Alas, they are months away. My lord brother Jason is raising a great army at Castle Rock. In a matter of weeks, he will be able to harass the Blackwoods from the west.
Should we not aim to unite these armies?
Ah, the great military mind of the Citadel. Do remind me.
This council must rediscover the discipline it lately had if it's to be of any use.
The Riverlands are the key to the war. Harrenhal is the key to the Riverland. I will ride out with those I can muster here, men I know.
You need time to raise the numbers to challenge the Rivermen.
Speed is my ally. I will turn the crown land houses who declared for Rhaenyra to our cause. We will add their numbers to our own and then turn west, where I will enlist the Brackens, subdue the Riverlands, and take Harrenhal.
Okay.
So impatient to ride with so few men. So like to be destroyed by the first stronghold you meet. Bold scheme indeed.
Well, the gods favor the bold.
They did not favor Sir Eric.
What say you, my king?
And you'll take Aemond and Vhagar?
Vhagar will remain here to defend the city.
To war, then. I'll come too with some.
To war, then.
You'll need a dragon.
My plan is not to draw attention.
And what will you do if you encounter one or more of Rhaenyra's dragons? You'll want to answer for Sir Eric.
We will be more like to encounter one if we field one of our own.
That is precisely why you must remain, Brad. It's a brave thought. We cannot risk your loss.
I'm as fearsome as any of them.
So you say.
Who shall that be?
Oh, she came back. She didn't leave.
I was told you turned back from your ship to bring warning.
I was not believed at first.
You saved my life.
What is the life of a queen worth these days?
You wish to be rewarded.
As I would think, you would wish to reward me.
What price would you set?
A place at your court.
Really?
You said your earnest desire was to flee Westeros.
And you let me go. You showed me grace when you could have withheld it. I'm not often surprised. I know the workings of the Red Keep and the movements of those who serve there. I know the struggles of the small folk of King's Landing. They will be ruled either by you or by the usurper. And only one of you has shown yourself to be merciful.
I hope you do not confuse mercy with pliancy.
Is this Daemon?
At Harrenhal? Because he said he was going.
That is Daemon. Yeah, it's him. Are you meeting up with somebody?
Are you looking for Daemon?
I don't know who he's cautioning himself about. Who is this? Oh!
They're all that scared of me?
I'm claiming Harrenhal.
Man pulled up with a dragon. Are
I, Sir Simon Strong, Castellan of Harrenhal, pledge fealty to Rhaenyra of House Targaryen, first of her name.
We thought all of them died.
All gods and the new. Supper is venison with black cabbage and peas. No red currant. Sorry about that. If you've not yet surmised, you are welcome here.
And what of your lord, Larys Strong? He who sits at the false court of Aegon.
Larys Clubfoot is no lord of mine.
Yeah, he tried to kill all y'all.
Scourge upon this castle and this family. Do you not think it strange that his father, my nephew, Lord Lionel, perished by fire, and his son too, here in this damp place? It was the first fire here since Balerion ended the line of Harren the Black.
Damn.
And in summer we struggle to light the hearths. So no, you will find no loyalty to Larys Strong here, my prince.
Your Grace.
Excuse me, my prince is not enough.
Forgive me, I'd only assumed that as consort.
And we are reminded of the perilousness of assumption.
That's arrogance right there.
What then brings you to our corner of the Riverlands?
Harrenhal is the largest castle in the Seven Kingdoms.
It is also, not to be argumentative, in something of a state of disrepair, since your forebear incinerated much of it with his dragon.
Well, that is precisely why we must bring it into a state of repair.
Even if we possess the coin, my prince, your grace, to what possible end?
There are 40,000 swords in the Riverlands. Only Harrenhal is of a size enough to garrison them.
Houses Bracken and Blackwood have long detested one another.
Why?
The answer to that is lost in time.
It's like, why did it begin again?
Begets sin.
Yeah.
Summon your Lord Paramount so that I may treat with him myself and turn them to our cause.
That would be Lord Grover Tully, but he grows frail. It's said that he can no longer speak, nor seal his bowels. His grip on his bannerman is weak. They feel they can do as they please.
I will speak with him nonetheless. People should obey their liege lord, whatever his condition. Perhaps the presence of the crown and a dragon will sharpen minds round these parts.
Your Grace, if you are successful, well, when you are successful, what then?
We march on King's Landing and take the throne.
The throne?
I knew that's what he was planning.
It's a big chair made of swords.
All right, to war we go.
May I present my brother, Sir Gawain Hightower?
To Criston.
Oh, it's the first time we've seen him.
Perhaps my Lord Hand.
Sir Gawain, welcome to King's Landing.
How exhilarating to arrive at court after
They had a long hair.
3 long months on the road to find my
It doesn't
Lord
look
Father,
like
who served 3 kings faithfully,
What?
unseated his hand.
Looked like he cut his hair.
Yeah.
And by a man from such modest beginnings, what a giddying ascent the gods have bestowed on you.
Sir Gawain has volunteered to accompany you into battle.
We have a full complement, Your Grace.
Then you shall have a fuller one.
The march will be hard, sir.
No one is more delighted than I to march out to war with the Dornishmen.
How fares Prince Daemon with our army?
There has been no word from Prince Daemon, Your Grace.
Then we must press what advantage we do have.
And what is that?
Dragons. Send them all out. Start turning green strongholds to our cause.
No. If dragons begin fighting dragons, we invite our own destruction. Fear of it is in itself a weapon. The Greens will make the same calculation.
The value of a sword is not within its scabbard.
We will secure victory with armies, not with dragons alone. The Vale and the North will send men. We must give Daemon time.
Your Grace, you have witnessed firsthand just how vulnerable you are. Prince Daemon is abroad, and Aegon's factions are enraged at the death of his son.
Perhaps it is time for you to think about secreting yourself somewhere safe, while we remain here as a source of distraction.
He proposed to conduct the war in my absence.
It would merely be a precaution.
It would be treason.
Why would it be
You're fortunate
treason?
you took it no further.
You're fortunate. Oh my god.
This council will do well to remember that their queen wears the crown of my grandsire, Jaehaerys the Conciliator, a prudent ruler, the wisest of Targaryen kings whose reign outlasted every other, even Aegon the Conqueror's.
Doesn't mean that they weren't trying to look out for her.
I feel sad about Jaehaerys, but I ought not to, I think. People die all the time, especially babes. They're so little, so they're taken so easily.
Sadness is a condition of motherhood.
There's naught to be gained from it. That horrid procession where the small folk all stared, I warrant they thought I had no more right to grief than they do. Surely they lose their babes more than highborn ladies.
The stranger comes for us all. Queen and commoner. You have as much claim to grief as anyone. I love Jaehaerys, but my concern has been more for you and what you have endured. Helena,
I forgive you.
What?
I said that I forgive you.
For what?
You blame Alicent for this?
Suits you, Your Grace.
Okay.
Illyrian
Oh
steel.
dear.
I guess you could say indirectly Alicent is responsible, but...
Aegon the Conqueror reborn.
Just get on with it.
There are rumors that the king readies himself to fly to war.
What is it to you?
Only that I think it would benefit all of us to prevent our king from being brutally slain by our enemies and not agree. What exquisite armor.
I was given the Conqueror's name and his crown, so I shall wear his armor to war. I fly to meet Sir Criston.
This man really thinks he's Aegon the Conqueror, man.
Then, Your Grace. There are diverse rumors whispered on the streets of your city. One such is that Your Grace sends his forces to battle, and in his courage and wisdom flies with them. Another is that his grace was outwitted by his councillors and persuaded to fly to war with Sir Criston, that the Queen Alicent may reign in his absence, with Prince Aemond at her side. Absurd, of course.
Yeah, but rumors are going to happen.
Who spreads these lies?
Matters little. Tales take on a life of their own, like weeds.
Yeah.
Unless they are tended.
Tend to them, then.
Oh, gosh. Just send him out to go kill innocent people again.
Lord Larys.
Yes.
My father always said he had no use for a master of whisperers. And yet, I find myself wanting for one. I should be glad of your talents.
You honor me, Your Grace.
So he wants to be his master of whispers.
Yeah.
Shall we escort you to the dragon pit, Your Grace?
Do you change your mind?
I think mayhaps I shall fly another day.
Yeah, it does seem wise on reflection.
Come out with us, my king. Sir Martin has a new squire that wants bedding in.
He's never fucked a woman.
You're sworn to chastity now.
Of course, Your Grace.
They take you for a joke. You don't even realize. Your own friends. They take you for a joke. No respect.
I'm starting to watch these looks on Aegon. When he gives you that crazy eye, you better watch out.
Who is this? Another party?
Although it said even dawn mourned the passing of my grandsire, is that so?
Who was your grandsire?
They call him the Conciliator.
King Jaehaerys.
King Jaehaerys was your granddad?
I really shouldn't.
So he's a bastard.
It could cost me my head. You are saying
Or he's lying.
To be quiet.
I'm the son of Balon the Brave, bastard brother to Prince Daemon and the late King Viserys, uncle to the one true queen, Rhaenyra Targaryen. The blood of the dragon runs through these veins, and yes, men would take my head for it. A dragon seed must watch his own neck when he has no white-cloaked guardsman to do it for him.
I mean, I guess.
King Viserys.
Right?
Would not have said that to anybody. Because you never know what they're going to do. If they're proposition, they're going to say something.
Oh, shit.
Here's your other nephew.
King
All hail
Aegon?
the king! All hail the king! Drinks for all, at the pleasure of the crown!
Aemon is here.
Wait, he can't be there?
Aemon the Fierce!
Did you fuck her like a hound? Such is the madam's prowess that even now my brother will not sample another.
This is embarrassing.
Your squire is welcome to her.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I get full view and everything. See, he doesn't look as bad here. Why did they make him look like that in last episode?
I have no idea. That was just the side view we saw him from. We didn't see
so
the front
weird.
or the back.
Don't lose your mind, Rachel. Keep your composure. Jesus Christ, man. It's just some balls. Okay? It's just some balls. It's over there.
Like
can't
you
stop
haven't
smiling.
ever had these watch shows.
I don't carry on like you. I do not carry on like you. You have a smile from ear to ear. You can't stop you're giggling. Like, all right, why are you crying, Rhaenyra?
I don't know. Trying to decide.
Read it. It's about time. Are you still not going to read the message? She got this message so long ago. She refused to read it.
Is she gonna keep that grudge?
Our company has camped back yonder.
On the cold, hard ground, which is why we make for the Bull, a tavern with an excellent reputation on the...
We march to make the first strike in the name of his grace.
I assure you, my nephew will not begrudge me a night of comfort. If it soothes your brow, Cole, we will rendezvous with your army at first light. Or if their wine is good, perhaps a little after first light.
So, you're just gonna be...
CC up there.
What? Cole?
Get to the trees!
Oh, jeez.
Insubordination, man. He had to come out here to get you. Bruh. She's gonna see them. Bruh.
I didn't even see him.
Lucky. She could just burn the whole damn forest. Oh, now you're scared.
So this!
She could have lit them up. Why was she trying to get so close?
I'm in your debt.
They know we're abroad, they'll be hunting. And we must move under the trees and by cover of dark starting tonight.
And no fucking inns.
Thank you.
Sir Criston Cole, with some half-dozen other knights, I'm sure of it. Perhaps a scout party for a greater army.
Just gave up their position because this idiot wants to go have a good time.
Could you be certain it was Cole from such a great height?
It was not such a great height, Your Grace. You said not to engage, so I didn't.
Makes sense why she didn't attack. Because I was wondering why she didn't attack. Like, why are you trying to get so close? You know what I mean? She didn't want to disobey her queen.
For action is surely now.
Your Grace, I must agree.
'Tis Prince Daemon who ought to worry.
Prince Daemon has Caraxes.
Cole will look to increase his numbers, and he may call upon a dragon of his own. Act now, your grace. Loose the dragons, root Cole out, and burn him.
Decisions.
I have heard your arguments, and will consider them.
Damn. They can't get a clear instruction from her. I think she's still trying to buy Daemon some time.
Yeah.
Man, your bedroom is leaking, sir.
Fix that leak.
Man, don't trust nobody.
Know why he wants that castle. It's so leaky and wet. I wouldn't want it.
The stronghold. I think it's like the strongest. Somebody was just out there pushing the door.
Yeah. Trying to scare him.
The hell? Is that Rhaenyra?
Going on,
Is that a young Rhaenyra? Is he hallucinating?
and I have to clean up after.
It is her.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. He's having a nightmare. That is creepy as hell.
And I have to clean up after you. Goodness.
Is she a witch?
You will die in this place.
Damn. Maybe he will die in Harrenhal.
What do you know of the movements of Alicent Hightower?
Would you take her hostage or kill her outright?
I would speak with her.
Oh, so now you're willing to talk.
Easier.
If war can be averted, it is my duty to avert it. She sent a raven. She has expressed her remorse.
We can have a message brought to her, in secret.
She would not agree to it. She would suspect some subterfuge, as would I if I received such a message. I must see her, face to face.
She is the Queen Dowager. She goes nowhere without many eyes watching her, unless it is fraught.
Speak it.
There are fishing boats aplenty in the bay. The city depends on them. Daemon made the journey unhindered.
But if I'm recognized?
You'd be surprised to learn it, but most folk pay no mind to a woman who has not dressed as a queen.
This is dangerous, though. I don't like...
There is one place Alicent goes, outside the castle walls, where you may yet find her alone.
I don't
trust any of this. Something's gonna happen to somebody.
I don't even know why she's trying to do this at this stage of the game. It's just like, Alicent sent you that message a long time ago. You know what I mean?
No.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that we were just talking about this stuff before we watched the episode? She ignored it because she don't want to hear nothing from Alicent and her side of things. So she ignored it. She finally decided to read it and realized that Alicent wanted a way towards peace, right, between them. It's just like, this is what it is, so now that's what Rhaenyra is trying to do. But it's a little too late, in my opinion. Her now being in King's Landing, I think that this is a terrible idea, because it's just like, Alicent might not believe you. You get what I'm saying? That you actually want to talk and you don't have any ill intentions, because look at what recently happened. Like, Alicent kind of, I don't know, maybe Alicent does believe, even if she wanted peace. Yeah. What do you think? Even if she wanted peace, I don't think she could get it, or Alicent can even offer that, because of how Aegon is acting right now and all these different things that's surrounding it. Before, Alicent was in control of things when she actually sent her the letter. Now she doesn't really have any control. She can't control Aegon. She don't know what Aegon would do because of the whole killing her grandchild, because of Daemon. And like, there's too much. That's why I'm saying It's like too little too late. Well, she got in.
Dressed like a Catholic sister.
Somebody's got to recognize her. That's the only place that Alicent goes alone, is to pray.
Oh.
Hey, I'm all for the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they do get to have the conversation at least.
Yeah.
This is so risky, man. If they just barely recognize her, she's gonna have to run. Okay, so she got at least one guard with her. Alicent's probably gonna be frightened out of her skin.
No. She looks... Oh, gosh.
She's gonna shank you.
I must speak with you. If I could
She looks scared.
Your knights would find me. I would be taken or slain. But not before I killed you.
And then what?
Then what?
Oh, I have gone badly.
It's just like, you're gonna die anyways.
We knew, even then, that men trained up for battle are eager to fight, seek blood and glory. I know you do not have that desire within you. Rhaenys has counselled me. She said she saw in you a wish to avert the worst of what may now come.
So you've come to surrender then?
I have come to see if we may uncover some path towards peace. My dragons are restless, they smell battle. But if you and I may come to terms...
There are no terms now. You have no army. Your allies turn from you and they hear of your depravity. Your hands are bloody to no crime. I could never have imagined you...
The trespass was not mine. I am a mother too, and you have yet to answer for the murder of my son.
I repudiate that act with all my heart.
Of course you do. And usurping my rightful inheritance.
This is insane. That this conversation is even happening.
Have you now stooped so low that you will countenance the suffering and death of thousands in order that your feckless son...
Your father changed his mind.
And so your father has proclaimed the realm. I saw the king that night. Mere hours before I left him, he had affirmed my right to the throne. A right he upheld steadfastly every day of his life after my mother died. And yet you will maintain that his mind was changed in an instant.
I will.
You lie. My father loved me, Alicent. And I believe he loved you, too. Did you betray him at the very last? When was your plan first laid? Was your ambition so keen?
He changed his mind, Rhaenyra.
She was confused. She didn't understand.
I swear this to you, on the memory of my mother. I've been at times unkind, but never untrue. I pronounced before all gathered in that room that you would make a fine queen. Do you think me capable of such naked deceit?
What did he say at the end? Did he speak my name?
He was weary. It was hard at times to understand, but he spoke Aegon's name.
Aegon the Conqueror.
She doesn't know that.
She should have listened better.
I desire peace as you do, but to possess...
Did my father use those words? The prince that was promised. Did he?
Yeah, Rhaenyra knows about the prophecy.
He spoke to you of the Song of Ice and Fire.
See, Alicent doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
It's a story he once told about Aegon the Conqueror.
Now she's gonna realize.
She realizes it now.
Okay, so now here we are.
You must go before you are discovered.
There's been a mistake.
There's been no mistake.
Please, you can prevent this, Alicent. A terrible war is looming, and even victory may be so bloody as to be counted a loss. Do not let your pride blind you.
There's been no mistake.
There has.
My father has gone from court. God is on the march, Aemon. You know what Aemon is?
Alicent is basically telling her, there's nothing I can do.
It's too late, Rhaenyra.
Alicent.
Exactly. So I said, it's too late. If this had happened before, if you had read the shit before, but we're here now. She has no control.
I think she's realizing that now. She should have read that letter before.
That's where we are now, so just gotta live with it. That's crazy. And the thing about it too, as I said before, it's just like we literally was just researching that, and that's exactly what they tackled in the episode we watched.
Yeah. And she went to her too late. She should have read the letter right then when she got it. She was holding that grudge instead.
Oh.
And it just ignored it. Put it aside like it was nothing.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right. What do you have to say about this episode, Rachel?
Why am I always first?
Because you usually don't talk much. So you get to go first, because once I start reviewing, you barely say anything after. So you get the floor first.
Okay. It was a good episode. They all did well.
Yes, you like the acting. Let me prompt you, because you're super shy for no reason. Super shy for no reason. We would call her Shy Rachel from now on. Comment section. What did you think of the whole story? Because we were, I mean, I didn't know that this was going to happen in this episode, right? That's why we kept saying during the episodes, it's like this whole thing that literally, and we were talking for like probably around 45 minutes before we watched the episode. By the way, for all you guys out there that are watching, that is going to be released on Patreon exclusively for free. So if you want to see that discussion before, even if you think that we're lying, we were literally talking about that exact everything that happened in this episode. We were like you know, what's the animosity towards Alicent? Like, with people saying they hate Alicent and all these different stuff, I'm just like, there's nothing to be so angry about, because she really did not know, right? Until Rhaenyra told her in this episode, you know, what really happened and what Viserys was actually talking about the prophecy, you know, Song of Ice and Fire and stuff like that. Like, she didn't know that Viserys was talking about Aegon the Conqueror. So people are saying, oh, she robbed them, and I'm like, she didn't even know. We went back and even watched the scenes of her sitting at the council completely confused because the council was planning to put Aegon on the throne, and she didn't know nothing about it. They were plotting behind her back, and she was, you know, the impromptu.
Yeah, she didn't know.
Yeah, she was the impromptu ruler before Aegon took the throne, and just like, oh, now is the time, and all these different stuff, and Alicent was completely confused. And I was trying to find the scene. We went back, and I was trying to find a scene when Alicent sent that letter, because I said, and you couldn't even confirm it for me, because I was like, I remember that she sent her a message, but I didn't remember if Rhaenyra, I didn't remember if she actually read it or not. And it was, imagine us watching this episode and everything that we were talking about before is what they confirmed for us in this episode.
Yeah,
it was kind of insane that happened. Well, Rachel,
what did they call it? Ironically or something?
Yeah, ironic.
They have some word for it.
Yeah. So what I wanted to ask you, because it's the only thing you actually care about, you finally got to see Aegon's balls. I mean, Aemon's balls.
In a shadow. They weren't clear, but I got
I don't know what you're talking about. Them balls, it was very clear to me. It was very clear to me. Not something I want to see, by the way.
Well,
right?
I got to see his chest.
So, at the very least, we can see that he's very toned. He's very toned and muscular, because we were talking about how thin he looked and how malnourished he looked. Last episode, when we saw him curled up, I mean, I was seeing his rib cage, and I was like, "This man, you need to eat something." But it seems like it's because of how he was laying down. I don't know if they were trying to portray him that way. I don't know. You know, trying to make him look.
How he was laying down. And
maybe they was just trying to. Yeah, maybe they were trying to purposely make him seem feeble. I don't know what it is, but that was really embarrassing. The king comes and see you like that, but you are the king's brother. He got up like a boss and showed his jewels that I do not want to see.
He always, you notice when he's walking away, when he's walking out, he walks like a boss, like with that swag.
Visibly
like that.
There was way too much stuff going on in that whorehouse. I did not just need to see some dude getting fellacioed in the corner of the screen. That was just right in my face. I was just like, no. Yet, you know, we can do a lot of things in Game of Thrones, you know, like that was just weird. I don't know if that was actually happening on screen. You know, that was just so weird to me. But regardless, what did you think? We saw a lot of, you know, what's his name again? I can never remember his damn name. Rhaenys' husband. What's his name again?
Cloris.
Huh?
Cloris.
Chorus?
His name is Lord Cloris.
Cloris?
Or Corlys or something like that.
Corlys.
Starts with a C.
I think it's I think you are right. But either way, the worry for him, of course, understandably so. Rhaenys is worried about him because he was away for so many years, and he had to be rescued. And now she got him back home. He's healthy again, and he's ready to go back out there again. You know.
So every man is gonna go to war that's in King's Landing, or all the seven kingdoms?
I don't think it's every man. You know, they are trying to prevent it. So Yeah, I don't think it's every man is going to fight like that. Like it's just soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Is going to fight in this war. They have the gold cloaks. You know, I'm guessing some of, I don't know if the King's Guard are going to fight in it. Maybe it's going to only be Cole that fights in it. Man, Alicent's brother is a dick. Oh my god. I did not expect him to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he came in, it's like almost got them killed.
Expected out of a man.
You know?
Expected out of a man. Gosh.
How is that expected out of a man? You're just gonna throw that out there and has nothing else behind that? Yeah. Why is why is that expected out of a man, Rachel?
Because
you can't just say
I'm from another world than you are. So
I'm from no. You can't just say
I expect it. I expect it whether they're nice or mean. I expect it.
Whether they're nice or mean, you expect it. You can't just say random stuff like that. I just be like, that's expected of a man. There's plenty of good dudes that we've met watching this show. You can't just say it's expected. I didn't expect him to be like so like disobedient, like, or what's good for them, because he came in and he was like, I knew he kind of saw the relationship between Cole and Alicent, and he was wondering about it. So I was wondering if he's gonna be the one that finds out about their relationship that they were having. So it's like, when it comes on to what he was trying to what he was trying to do, not say, but what he was trying to do, and I was like, that's the worst thing that you can have, is insubordinate soldiers that don't want to do what you want to do.
No.
Because he's like, oh, I want to go to the end where it's comfortable, you know what I'm saying, and we're over here camped up. See, almost got taken out by a dragon. Right? Because of your stupidity. Now we're out in the open because Cole had to chase you down to tell you that we're not doing that. Right? So I expected a little bit more from that, but you know, what else happened in the episode?
The conversation between Alicent and Helena. Helena was telling her that she forgives her, and I have no idea what the heck for. Like she did something.
I think she's forgiving. Well, I think she's forgiving Alicent because she's thinking that maybe Alicent is indirectly responsible for Jaehaerys's death, because of, you know, them, you know, with this whole war thing that is going on with Rhaenyra, and also, you know what I'm saying, Aemon killing Luke. So it's like, maybe she's drawing from that, or maybe because Elena, she does have, you know, this ability to see the future. So maybe she is forgiving her for something that she's gonna do in the future. Who the hell knows? So
I don't know how Alicent is indirectly responsible for Jaehaerys' death.
Because they got, all right, look at it like this. They usurped the throne, right?
Yeah.
They usurped the throne, put Aegon on the throne. Aegon marries her. They have the kid, and because of the situation, Aemon killing Luke. Well, he didn't want to kill Luke, but you know, Vhagar decided to do that. But
yeah,
right, and then the you know, the I'm looking for the word here. The revenge was, you know, Daemon sent rat catchers and they killed Jaehaerys.
A son for a son.
Right. So indirectly, that could be what she's forgiving her for. But as I said, on a second note, Helena could be forgiving her for something that's in the future, and that's why it seems confusing, because she does have the ability to tell what's, you know, things that are going to happen. Yeah, she be talking prophecy. She was doing that in season 1. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. Very good conversation there.
Didn't even know about anything happening, that the council was plotting to put Aegon on the throne.
Yeah, she didn't know.
She didn't even know.
Yeah. That's why we were looking at, how that came about. Because I was like, I saw the comment. I was like, why do people hate Alicent? Like, forget about the fact that Aegon doesn't deserve to be king. Otto was plotting in the background because he wants to get his family on the throne. He's playing the Game of Thrones. But Alicent, she's not completely innocent, don't get me wrong. But it's like the vigorous hate towards her. I just didn't understand it. That's why I wanted to go back and take a look at some of those scenes from season 1, because
they need to go back and take a look.
Yeah, she wants peace,
Yeah.
That's why I was like, she did reach out for peace. I don't remember exactly what she wrote in the note. They didn't show us in this episode either, but
it wasn't clear either.
Yeah,
it was all.
So it was like
some weird.
So Rhaenyra went to King's Landing. I'm glad the conversation happened. So at this point, even in the inside the episode, they were saying exactly what I was saying. Is just like, it's too late. There's nothing that Alicent can do now. When she would reached out to you, she could have done something because she was the impromptu queen at the time, right? Before Aegon ascended. So
yeah,
she could have done something about it at that time. So now it's like, it's not that she's saying, she's just convincing herself there's no mistake, because there's nothing that she can do. She's powerless to do anything right now because Aegon is not listening to her. Aegon dismissed his grandfather as Hand. He's just doing his own thing. And the realization of people not respecting him because he's a goofball, right? He has no respect from his peers. Nobody respects him really respects him as king. He was placed there to be a puppet for Otto. But he wanted great things for Aegon, but Aegon just wouldn't listen. He just wouldn't listen.
Stubborn.
And now
stubborn.
Yeah, and now
sounds like me.
He's acting a lot off of impulses right now, and I don't know what's left for them. I was scared because I know. Because like we were talking about that, I knew Rhaenyra was not going to die in the last episode. Well, I was a little scared this episode because I was like, she dies in King's Landing, right? She dies in King's Landing, so I was wondering, oh shit, is this where she dies?
when you were scared, you mean when she was going to meet Alicent?
Yeah. I was a little scared because I was like, oh shit, is Rhaenyra gonna die right now?
She could have if somebody caught her.
Yeah, if they caught her. But as I said, I haven't read the book. I just know that this is something that, Joffrey revealed how Rhaenyra dies. And it happens in King's Landing. So I really was a little scared there.
She goes to claim the throne, and that's when she dies.
Go back and watch the scene, Rachel. Go back and watch it and hear what Joffrey said to Sansa. Okay?
Okay.
And you will.
I'll try to.
He revealed how she dies. Okay? You can look it up on YouTube if you want to. We're not going to watch it here because just in case anybody's just watching our reactions to it and don't want to know. But I know she dies.
Yeah, I know. Spoilers.
Well, everybody knows she dies at some point. So it was revealed in Game of Thrones how she died. So either way,
I want to know how Daemon dies.
I don't know how he dies, and I don't want to be spoiled on that.
Amen.
Because the information is not really out there in video form. So regardless, this was a great episode. I enjoyed it. Great discussion, all of that good stuff. It was a great time watching again with you, Rachel. And thank you guys for tuning in as always. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.
Bye.
Peace.